You watch a lot of good shows, right? In the past. Well, some have gone like pretty much downhill, to say the least. I mean, SpongeBob's one perfect example. I mean, in my opinion, it just hasn't gotten better at all, whatsoever. And but you look at a show like Loud House, that adds a lot more value to it. It adds a lot more like it's so relatable in a sense that it like the show just resonates with you. Like me, as you can see here. But in one example, like well, you know how shows they start good in their early seasons in this case, but the example being Get the Message, second episode of The Loud House. Yeah, it centers around like Lincoln trying to delete a skating voicemail off of Laura's phone, but I gotta tell you that this episode is actually pretty good. Like you saw the first I watched the first episode and then like okay like I thought it was gonna be another huge letdown, but no, it was just the first couple of episodes. But then you watch Get the Message, and this is where like it just starts becoming relatable right away. I mean, I know the first one can be relatable in terms of blackout. So what the parents' absence and like who's in charge, like a sibling that's in charge. And that thing, you look at it, you also look at an episode like Get the Message, and there are certain subplots in there, such as Lana and Lola dressing up as cops, which is, honestly, that's pretty funny, I gotta say. But, honestly, I personally just want to show you how good it is. But, I don't know, you're probably not convinced or anything. But what do you even see in SpongeBob anymore? Like, what do you see in SpongeBob anymore? Do you like? Do you even see anything in that show? Just it's gone stale. Even the actors, they grown. They're getting old as usual. They're almost in their 70s, I think. But yeah, but in terms of Loud House, yeah, I know the main character. He's gone through like several many voice actors in terms of mostly in terms of puberty, but funny enough, even the it's funny that because the sisters are all like voiced by adults, but compare that to Lincoln, he's voiced by an actual kid, which is like quite interesting. Like wow, how do you and like how do you get that many voice actors? And there's one there's Colin Dean. He happened to make it through he was he did the voice of Lincoln like for about 2 seasons, I think, ever since from One of the Boys all the way to Head Poet's Anxiety. But back to what I was saying, that Get the Message is it's actually it's one of the best episodes I've watched, and well, especially even ever since I first watched it, and up until this day, it still holds up. Even throughout the series as a whole, like in terms of the animation, the storyline, the relatable plots, and like that all like sticks with you, you know. But with the my first episode, with Left in the Dark, you pretty much I may have sounded bored in that. I may have sounded bored at that time, but you could hear how I was, constantly praising it. In this episode, Get the Message, it hits on all cylinders just the same. But but I'm gonna show it to you to see how good it is. So worth the time. It's a good episode, basically. And it starts off with him, he's playing on his VR headset, like we all have, you know. Like he just like all he do, he's just enjoying his game up until he stumbles into Lori's room, sets out this rule. I mean that tends to become a meme actually, even in fan art. What do you expect? Anyway, he keeps playing, and he eventually gets into the restroom, and yeah, and then I don't know, end right there, and then Lori interrupts him of all things. I don't know, for some reason the episode it's mainly focused on them both. The other siblings don't seem to get involved. I mean, some of them are just kind of like subplots, whatever. Like Lola here, as I mentioned, they're dressed as cops. It's funny. You can't even go wrong with that. On the land, making her classic puns. But Lana and Lola, they confront him just to stay out of trouble. So Lincoln, he just races to the restroom to find it broken by Lori. Was she this strict? Come on. Come on, break. And admittedly, it's harsh, but then again, Clyde, he basically just maintained the same mentality towards Lori, just like in the first episode. So, I mean, but anyway, the scene eventually leads to Lincoln keeping this note, why blanket the worst sister ever, which, this part of the episode is just gold. A lot of people were just going crazy about this, especially when Luna gets involved. She just she's also a side character, but she censors out all the curves. Oh man, very similar to many other shows. Though they kind of like in that SpongeBob episode, Sailor Mouth, where they replace the cussing with the dolphin noise. They were able to sneak that in. It just, oh man, even Clyde's reaction. And then Lori comes in and revealed that she bought him a new one. After accidentally breaking his old one. I gotta say that is very generous. But realizing that it was an accident, he then, oh man, it's changing emotion. Oh no. I know that feeling. The moment you realize you're done for. I feel good, buddy. So they start off with their plan about how to on erasing trying to delete the scene voice message. And she had the code on the door, which I'm pretty sure Lenny knows. So the plan commences with Clyde getting into position to distract Lori. Then you got Lana and Lola finding mud in the hall. I get that's mud, I don't know. So he puts his hat on and sneaks out, or we try to sneak past Lana and Lola. He eventually hides above the door, and then he goes one of Gio's street to distract them. Eventually just makes a run for it in the bed. In the bed. I don't know. Who knows? Yeah, I'm pretty sure someone will hear that. I'm pretty sure Lana and Lola will hear that, and they start investigating. And I'm sure they'll find a way to get out there. And they're twin. I'm sure they climb like monkeys. So anyway, Lincoln makes it to Lori's room and points Clyde to create distraction. Like, and how he had the tuxedo was just beyond me. So yeah, like I said, it's awkward.
It's your dear brother,
Awkward. I gotta say, yeah, makes his way back up and what? Oh my! Okay, though I remember watching this back, back when it came out, and that part just confused me. Like, that's one of the that's a pretty crazy plot twist right there. I mean, it showed that they were putting their plan into action, but as it turns out, the moment it got to that scene, I'm like, wait, what? Like, what just happened? So anyway, like I said, he gets into position, and you know, he yelled into the walkie-talkie. Like, that's pretty funny. And then he got Lily right there. I guess she was the suspect about the mud. I guess that was one on the floor. It was, oh, well, no, it was actually. Oh man! It turns out she removed her diaper, which, yeah, she let out the rules right there. Eventually, Lincoln realized, and he just pukes behind the door. Probably they know the puke, and they're probably not going to test any DNA. I mean, I'm pretty sure they don't. I mean, they're kids, so I don't know what you expect. They're not that experienced, to my knowledge. So again, he makes a run for it into the bed, just like earlier. I mean, Lucy, she always jump scares everyone, but yeah, she'll have to write her poems. Right, indeed. That's definitely, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, I gotta say. Well written writing in this episode, on top of that. He eventually just stumbles into the bathroom, but he dropped his walkie-talkie in the toilet, I guess. Surprisingly, his money didn't fall in the toilet, otherwise, he would be bankrupt. It's classic. He eventually spots Lori and Lenny's room, but apparently has cherry licorice. Like, who makes that? Like that's what I'm wondering. Like you would have a spare rope in the house anywhere. Like oddly, it's hard to believe. And then they just get, oh my god, that nosebleed. That nosebleed becomes a running gag, to say the least. Throughout up until Lenny eventually. It wasn't until Lenny teaches him how to act normal around Lori. He got fault right there. I don't know how he got in the room to begin with. Who knows? I mean, he got into the window, like, for the vent. I don't know. Hey, there's also a brief mistake here. Lori, she slides her shoes under the bed. And then, look at that. She had that on. You saw it for a split second. He got caught right there. I mean, the plan backfired apparently because he just couldn't be normal around Lori. Like I said, it's just so Lori. She listens to her voice message in Lincoln. Like he's got to make a run for it until he's stopped by Lana and Lola. And he quickly creates a distraction for them, and which they let him go easy, which is kind of cool. I mean, like they ran downstairs and caught him. It would have been different. He would have. Yeah, as they were taking him up, he would have heard the message. Or would he?
There's something I've been meaning to tell you. You are the lead. There are two
Oh man, they knew what they were doing. I gotta say. So yeah, he apologizes. Lori lets him off easy, and regarding even called him Mr. Mature. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's not like he checked his pocket the whole time. I mean, yeah, like he only, like he only took out his walkie-talkie, but I gotta say, but Lori knows it's at the no, no. Eventually, he takes out his spearhead, says his ass like nothing happened, and then Luna sends out the music again. Okay. So, it's an absolute triumph. Like, this episode just fires on all cylinders, pure and simple. Like it's so freaking good that you're better off super gluing your eyelids open, just to watch just every single frame. Like I just can't go one day without saying that this show is a masterpiece. In fact, that was my thoughts those were my thoughts from the beginning. This show is a masterpiece. I love it. I mean, I never seen anything this relatable in a sense where it just brings you like a lot of happiness, to say the least. And I can't really say that for like a lot of shows. I mean, with SpongeBob, it's gone, like it started off good, but then the later season, the modern season, they just like they just declined in quality. It's just not as good as it used to be. It's almost that they're just like trying hard to just to be good, whatever. In fact, they even butchered the classic moments from the episodes, the older episodes. In fact, like how do you mess up? Like how do you decline to a point where you have to use the older episodes as an example, like at the means of getting more views or more money in this case. But it's not the case with the Loud House, though. No, this show is actually, it fires, like I said, it fires on all cylinders. And this episode being a perfect example of one. And, like I personally recommend you watch it again, or watch this review again, for that matter. But, yeah, it just, wow. I mean, think I'm just overrating this or whatever. But no, the fact that this show as a whole, it just it's a hidden gem. Like the fact that it just resurrected the reputation, like it resurrected the positive reputation of Nickelodeon. Like that's saying something. That's something you can't really say for a lot of shows these days. But in this case, Loud House, it's a masterpiece. I'm dead serious. Dead serious.